Masechta Menochos, Daf Samach Ches Amud Aleph, was starting from the middle of the Yomit. Mishakarav ha'ima, when they sacrificed the ha'ima, Huda Chodesh miyad. They were mata Chodesh immediately. What does it mean miyad? Says Rashi, even before they brought the Karban Oila, just right after the ha'ima, even though there was a Karban Oila that was brought with it, but right after the ha'ima, it became mutar. Those that were far away from Yerushalayim and didn't know when the ha'ima was sacrificed, mutarim b'chatzos hayim alalam. They were already allowed to eat from the Chodesh from Chatzos Hayim. So the Mishnah Mishcharav Beis Hamikdash, when the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed, that the whole 16th day should be usher to eat from the Chodesh. What are you saying in Takana? It's Minat Torah. Should have it like it says in the pasuk. Ad etzma yom hazeh. Till the etzem, the main part of the day, and ad bechlal is the whole day. Sagt the Mishnah Mipnei Amru, why did the Chacham say from midday in the time the Beis Hamikdash? He said even though they didn't know when the animal was sacrificed, he said for Chatzos Hayim L'Alam was good. They knew that Bezdin are not lazy and they certainly were making the animal immediately. Sagt the Gemara, Rav Shmuel both say this much Beis Hamikdash Kayim Oima Mater. In the time when the Beis Hamikdash was standing, the Oima was Mater the Chodesh. As much in the Beis Hamikdash Kayim, when the Beis Hamikdash wasn't standing, Hey Mizrach, right in the morning of the 16th Mater, they were Mater the Chodesh. In fact, what my time? What's the reason? We have two parts of the Psukim that contradict each other. Ksiv, in the one part of the pasuk says, Haviyachnes Karban, until you actually bring the Karban. That's when the Chodesh becomes Motok. See, that's not Yemazah. Then in another passage it says till the beginning of the day. Okay, it said how do we coincide the two parts of the Pesukim? Here it's talking about the Beis Hamikdash was standing. So then the Chodesh becomes only is usher till you actually are making the Karban. Kam. This that we said in the morning of the 16th is good. Only when the Beis Hamikdash didn't exist, wasn't standing. Then you could start from the beginning of the day. Right when the morning shine, it would became mutter. But it said in the pasuk till you actually bring the Oima. You want a mitzvah. That's a mitzvah to bring the Oima and wait till you bring the Oima. But really, it was mutter from the morning. Zog, in fact, the Gemara, in the Mishnah, it says, only when they actually sacrificed the Ima, Huta Chodesh Miyat, the Chodesh become immediately mutter. So that means before they brought the Karban, you weren't allowed, and you are allowed. And you want to know the mitzvah. That the Mishnah meant there also, only for a mitzvah, we should wait till you actually make the Ima in order to eat the Chodesh. In fact, another kasha, the Mishnah says, the Oima was matter the Chodesh in the Medina, Shtei Alachem, Ma'Mikdash. And the Shtei Alachem was matter the Chodesh to be makir the Mincha in the Mikdash. So you see, the Oima, you had to actually be makir the Oima to be able to eat the Chodesh. And we want to know, it doesn't mean that you had to, that's a lot before you bring the Oima. What it means to actually wait for the Karban to be brought. And then you should eat the Chodesh. But there's no lav if he ate it from the morning. So when the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed, that the whole day of the 16th should be awesome. In fact, you want to my time, what's the reason? He says, because the Beis Hamikdash will be built speedily right away. The people will say, last year, did we not eat Chodesh right when the morning shine? Let's now this year also eat in the morning. They won't know. Last year the reason why they were allowed to eat in the morning because there was no oima, there's no karmelos, the Beis Hamikdash wasn't standing. That's why the morning was mutter to eat chodesh. But now the Beis Hamikdash is standing. The ikayim is the karmeima oima matter. The oima has to be mattered. So because of that Gzeira, that they shouldn't make that mistake and say last year, that's why we say the whole day is also. If you're going to think it's only because of a mitzvah that we wait for Akram Zaina, we should mitzvah like only because to know there's a mitzvah to wait for after the Aima, we're going to be geyser in the year when there is no Aima to wait a whole day, it doesn't make sense. So therefore we have to say that it's not a mitzvah. Amar Rav Nachman Rav Yitzchak Rav Yochanan Zaka B'Shita Rav Yehuda Amora. Amar Min HaTorah Asur. He says Min HaTorah it's Asur Tit Chodesh, the whole 16th day of Nisan, even when the Beis Hamikdash wasn't standing. Never, like it says in the pasuk, Ad Etzma Yom Hazeh, till the main part of the day. Ad Itzum Shal Yom, it means till the main part of the day. Because Sava Ad V'Yad V'Chlal, not only the main part of the day, but the whole day. Ad, you include the Ad. Thank you. What did we say? Like I say, does Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai hold like Rabbi Yehuda? We see in the Mishnah that he Befedish argues that now we learned now Mishnah. When the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed, his skin Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai that the whole 16 days should be Yasa. Amar Rabbi Yehuda. What are you saying? Takana v'aloy min ha'Torah hu asa. It's us min ha'Torah. The chsiv ad etzma yom hazeh. And when the Gemara Rabbi Yehuda Katay, Rabbi Yehuda made a mistake. He's Sava. Rabbi Yochanan Zakkai with the Abanim Kama. He thought that Rabbi Yochanan Zakkai said that the 16 days are Asur with the Abanim. The Loi wasn't so. With the Haisa Kama. He meant to say it's us min ha'Torah. Thank you. How could you say that? Well, Hiskin Katani. He Befedish said it was a takana. Says the Gemara, no, my Hiskin. What does it mean? Hiskin Dorash. Hiskin Dorash. He dashed the pasuk. And it was misakin that this is how we should follow the way I dash in the pasuk, that the whole 16 that's my yemazavi that the whole 16 days should be also. Now, Papa Rav Huna b'reit Rav Yeshua Achli Chodesh be'urta the shitza nagishitza. Now, Papa Rav Huna b'reit Rav Yeshua ate the Chodesh, the night going to the 17th. The Sabri. So there's a machlekes if Chodesh is asmin atorah, but there are Abanan, and obviously Papa Rav Huna b'reit Rav Yeshua, they both hold that Chodesh in Chutz La'aretz is Mid'Habana. Chasavli Chodesh b'Chutz La'aretz Mid'Habana. Let's make a look Hashira. This that we have a suffix. If it's the 16th or if the 17th of the 16th day, since the suffix Mid'Habana, we're not going to be chayish, and you don't have to wait till the end of the 17th day. The 7th day in the morning is good. The Abanan, the Veda Havashi Yaakov B'Tzaf and the Shivsa, Kazavri, they held Chodesh B'Chutz La'aretz from the Haisa. They said Chodesh B'Chutz La'aretz from the HaTorah. So why didn't they wait the whole 17th day? Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai with the Abanan, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai was excited that the whole 17 days should be Yasser. So why not? He says, to the original date, when we know the exact date, that's in the time when the Beis Hamikdash was not around, that original date, we would be misaken that the whole day should be also. But l'sveiken for the 17th day, that the 17th day, lo yisaka, we were not misaken that the whole day should be also. Ravina said, my mother told me, it's obviously that his father passed away, Rav Huna passed away earlier. Your father, so the mother was telling him what the minhag was. He wouldn't eat Chodesh, the shitza naget hamnesa, only the night going to the 18th. The seven like Rabbi Yehuda. Number one, he held like Rabbi Yehuda that Chodesh is asman ha'Torah, and the chayish l'sveika, and he was also chayish even for the suffix yoyim, meaning even the 17th day he used the takana that the whole day should be asa. Zog the Mishnah, the Bamedina, the was matter for the hadyotim to eat outside the Beis Hamikdash. Ushtei Alechem was matir the Chodesh to be makir the Migdash. Menochos you cannot bring the mincho before the Hema was brought. If he brought the mincha to bikurim or minchas behema before the Hema apostle, but if it was koydem l'shtei alachem. But what's if he brought it after the Oima, but before Shtei Alachem? Lo Yav, he shouldn't bring for the Chadash. But maybe kosher, but the Yavin, if he did bring, it's kosher. Yosef Abtafim kasher, Abtafim sat down, he had a kasher. What's the chilik ben koydem l'Oima, l'koydem Shtei Alachem? Why should there be a difference between the before the Oima and before the Shtei Alachem? They're two different categories. The Oima is for the Hadyotim, the Shtei Alachem is for the Kabbanis. It was for Gavaya. Yud ben Nechemia, loy. They really want part of one thing. If you're talking about the Mincha and the Bikurim is from the Chodesh before the Hema, Shekein lo yutim miklalei. Eitzel Hedrid, there was never even a mutter for even for a Dioitin. Toima koiden shtei alechem, but when it comes to shtei alechem, it became weaker. Shas hutnikol, it's a hedred. It already became mutter by a hedred, so it became weaker. So perhaps, and so therefore, by the evidence, if he did bring the carbon, it will be kosher. From if he brought it after the Eimer. Shas Raptafin kept quiet. So Yehuda ben Nechemiah. Yehuda ben Nechemiah's face was shining because he was matzliach to slug up the kasha of Raptafin. Rabbi Akiva said, Yehuda, Tzavu Panecha, Shehishafte Zakin, you're shining because you slugged up Raptafin, who's a Rebbe? Bahanim Tarich Yomim. I'm wondering if you're going to have long life. Rabbi Yehuda ben Rabbi Eloi, Oisa Perek, Proisa Pesach, the 2 weeks before Pesach. Oh yeah, it was 2 weeks before Pesach. When I came up for Shavuos to see Rabbi Tafin for the Yom Tov, to be Mekabel Pnei Rabbi Baregel, Shalti Achraf. I asked for Yehuda ben Nechemiah. I want to know what's going on. Yehuda ben Nechemiah, where's Yehuda ben Nechemiah? And they told me Niftar. Itaka passed away, and he left the world. He said a good Piddush. Nesachim bikurim, nesachim of wine, that the first wines became ripe before the Eimah, sheikrivam koin la'Eimah, kshered, that he was marked before the Eimah, it's kosher, because the din of Eimah is only by grain, by dagan, not by yayin. So if you want a pshita, of course, it's going to be, the din is that other meaning before the Eimah is going to be mutter. Because if the chitim seirim is mutter, which is officially part of the grain, once, even though it's before the shtei alach, but it's after the Eimah, for sure, the yain is going to be, the nesachim is going to be mutter. It says, you want to know, I would have thought, hasam hu the hut mikol eitz hadrid. There, by the Menochos and Bikurim of chitim seirim, they were also the chatchila before, and they become mutter through the Eimah. I mean, become weaker and become they become mutter for Ediatim. But here, nothing is matter. The Eimah was never matter, the wine, the grapes that became ripe. It was always mutter. So since it was asa before, I would say even after you mark the Eimah, it should be asa. Nevertheless, he comes to tell you, no, for sure, by the yain, it never became asa at all. And therefore, for sure, it's going to be mutter.